We both popping. You know what I'm saying? We both popping, man. We both popping trainers in the DMV. So another thing too, I think the ladies need to hear from someone who's in the gym, who's athletic, who's serious about their craft. They need to hear out how important food is. A lot of women go on this weight loss journey trying to starve themselves, but you try to grow your ass at the same time.
Stop the cap.
You walk around with the pancake butt.
Stop the cap.
Hold on. I'm not done. You walk around with the Thanksgiving sweet potatoes, turkey, collard green, mac and cheese, cornbread arms.
Stop the cap.
You're terrible.
And you want to? I'm being honest. Fellas too. It's fellas out here starving and trying to get rid of man titties, and you wonder why the man titties, they a little bit smaller, but they still sagging.
Stop the cap.
You have to eat food. And so I do jokes like that, and people just get focused on the jokes. I'm telling you, you got to eat food. All right. You can't run away from carbs. All right. Just because you heard somebody on YouTube say, stop eating meat, pause. Stop eating meat doesn't mean you need to go vegan. And then you ain't getting no protein in and wonder why you're not building no muscle. So food is important. Sorry, I had to go on my little rant.
No,
but tell ladies why food is important and maybe let them know what you eat, how you get your protein in, how you manage it with a busy schedule, all that.
Yeah. So definitely food is definitely fuel. Like, and not just food, but the right food. Like especially people that are trying to gain, which is extremely hard. They kind of will just eat whatever and then get mad when it goes to the wrong places.
Hold that thought. Listen, a bulk does not mean you just eat whatever you want. It does not mean you eat whatever the fuck you want. A bulk is strategic. It's planned, right? It's clean. You have macronutrients. You have your carbs, your fats, your protein. You know how much you're eating. You're still following a plan on the bulk. Just because you decided to go to happy hour every weekend in the past 3 months, just because you decided to eat whatever you want and try new restaurants, does not mean you're bulking. You know, I've gone on trips like with my friends and stuff, and like it's time to take pictures, and they're like, "I'm not taking no pictures. I've been bulking."
Stop the cap.
What are you talking about? You sound stupid. Yeah, like a lot of people get that mixed up.
Yeah, for sure. So, what was I gonna say? Yeah, just being intentional about what you're eating. Yep. So creating a plan for yourself. Like, not eating is unacceptable. Yeah. Eating once a day, unacceptable. Like, your body needs these nutrients to operate at its best capacity. Like, you're wondering why you're tired.
Absolutely.
You're wondering why your periods are 8 days long. You're wondering why.
We're going to talk about periods too.
Yeah, you wondering why you smell a certain way. You wondering all of these things. It's like, it taps into what. I'm serious. How you smell? Yo, I'm serious.
It be foul at the gym sometimes.
Like it's. I mean, a big part of it is what you put into your body and all the things that you sweat out and the smells and the odors. That's because of toxins. Like, so depending on what you eat in is like what's gonna come out.
Wow.
Like, all of those things are so important. Like when I smell people or look at people, I don't know. And then like they have a partner. I'm like, I don't know. It's
fish sandwich out here.
It's not, that's not okay. It's really not okay. And it's like we've been so conditioned to think that eating a certain way is correct. So going on a diet or changing your nutrition is like, oh my gosh, why am I doing this? Like, Like, no, this is what you're supposed to be eating. Actual food. Exactly.
It's food. What you're eating at freaking Domino's, it's not food.
Like, and you can't outwork a bad diet. Like, that's said so many times, but like, you could work out until you blue in the face. But if you go home and eat bullshit, all of that work that you put in is for nothing.
Absolutely.
You woke up from that alarm, you got dressed, you drove here for nothing.
Yep. And like, I have clients like, hey, what you doing this weekend? Oh, I'm going to happy hour after this. And I'm like, you understand that like everything you just burned in the gym, you're about to consume it. You're about to intake it with 2 drinks.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't even make sense.
It's not
like,
worth it.
People don't understand. Like you can hire a personal trainer, go to the gym 3 times a week and still get fatter. You can and wonder why the scale isn't changing. So, and another thing too about food, So the reason why weights are important, I talk about this on the podcast all the time. So if y'all hear this again, sorry. The weights are important because you're training your body to burn calories outside of the gym, right? You want to burn calories when you go to work, when you're sleeping, etc. So in order to the heavier you lift, the more calories you burn. So in order to lift heavier and burn more calories, you have to eat. You have to fuel yourself. You have to eat carbs. And so a lot of people skip carbs and it affects their performance in the gym and they wondering why the fat isn't coming off. So that's just another thing too. But yeah, I find it pretty common in girls to try to starve themselves.
I don't know what it be. I don't know. I be hungry.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, because you go hard in the gym though. Yeah,
I be going hard, but I be eating too.
Yeah, but oh, go ahead. My fault.
So people get so, I guess, surprised when I hear like, so I'm eating something every 2.5 to 3 hours, like 3 meals, 2 snacks, like clockwork.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, I don't have time or blah. I get meal preps myself.
Yeah.
Like the same shit I tell my clients, I live that day in and day out. Like I don't buy things that I know are going to tempt me. Like my thing, I don't really care about sweets at all, but my thing is like chips. Chips, pickles, like salty stuff, cheese. You won't see none of that shit in my fridge because I already know. I already know how I am.
Yeah.
You have to be self-aware. If you know you don't have the time to meal prep, make that investment in yourself. Get a meal prep company.
Exactly.
If you know this is what entices you, don't have that shit in your house. Like you have to really have the discipline for yourself because it's so easy to see somebody like, oh my gosh, you just look so boom, 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 boom. Like, but you ain't trying to do the work though. Like,
and then when you tell them what goes on behind the scenes, they're not trying to hear it. Like,
exactly. So what do you want, sis?
Like, so
what do you want?
Exactly. I posted my I did 75 hard. Shout out to you, boy. I did 75 hard, and I was showing my clients my stuff, and I told them the rules, and I'm getting texts like, "Can I have this oatmeal chocolate chip?" What the? Well, I told you the rules. Well, what is a cheat meal? What you think a cheat meal is? what you been eating to make yourself hire me? What you think a cheat meal is? And a lot of people don't understand. They don't even try to understand like what goes in to the work. So that holds a lot of people back.
People are strangers to hard work.
Yeah.
Like
what's the shortcut? What's the easy way out?
Getting on that table.
Do people ask you if you I know people come to you asking if you got surgery all the time, man. Get out of here.
Very
with that,
frequently.
bro.
Like I used to be like offended by it almost.
Yeah. No, as you should though. You should. Yeah. I mean, and look, everybody got different genetics. Like, just it's just a fact.
Yeah.
Like you gotta know, like, you just not gonna look like some people. It's some people I'm not gonna look like, and that's okay. But I can still be the best me. I can still look bomb as fuck. You know what I mean? Like, and a lot of girls will be like, oh well, it's men's fault we're getting BBLs. That's what they like on Instagram. Like, dudes be thirsting over the bony chicks, the thick chicks.
Exactly.
We're dudes. Like, that's what we do. Like, sorry, like, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for women doing what they want to do, though. I'm not gonna lie. However, I'm serious. Like, if that's your prerogative to take that shortcut, then okay. But know that it's a shortcut, though. Like, know that you cheated it. Like,
I see so many women gain the weight back.
Listen.
Or gain more weight after it's like you looking crazy.
Exactly.
Like, who cares if your ass fat, arms fat, neck fat, face fat, feet fat, ankles fat, your ankles going into your calves.
Proportionate,
like it looks crazy for real, but you got a slim waist. Like, so now we know you got surgery.
Yeah.
We know for a fact.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I just love the gym. I love the whole.
Yeah.
I didn't start out loving it though. I think people don't want to get past that part.
Yeah.
I didn't, because when I first started, I had to be super duper strict. I won't lie and say I'm super duper strict right now. Like, I just started. I have the space and opportunity to be that way because I've gone through that season of sacrifice to get to that point. But people don't want to go through that. People don't want to grow through that.
Listen,
to get to that point. Like, you can't just poof and magically like do that. Like, no, that's not how shit works.
And there's a level of sacrifice that goes into the level up. Like when you're trying to change your body, you got to sacrifice some stuff. You can't walk into that doing the same habits. Even if I want to get my chest bigger or my shoulders bigger, I can't be at happy hour drinking beers every NFL Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do that. Like literally all that's going to go to my stomach.
Exactly. It's cause and effect. I think people don't want it bad enough.
Yep.
Yeah. The people that want it bad enough, that's who does it.
And I always talk about how the gym helps depression. Like that's why, people say like you have an unhealthy addiction with the gym. And it's like, dog, like I feel great when I'm done. And a lot of people can't get to that point because you have to go through a transformation to get to that point. A lot of people can't even get a transformation because they're they're addicted to sugar.
Mm-hmm.
They're addicted to sweets. They're addicted to fried foods. They're addicted to going out, or they hate their job. So they go out on the weekends to cope with the fact that they hate their job. You probably need to get a certification, get a different job, go in a different lane.
Yeah.
That's probably what you need to focus on. But all that discipline stems from going to the gym.
Yeah. And that transformation doesn't necessarily have to be physical.
It doesn't have to be physical.
It's really a mental shift before it's a physical.
Absolutely.
You have to shift your focus. You have to shift your definition of what discipline looks like and consistency looks like.
Absolutely.
And when you think you can stop really like training your mind to be stronger than your body.
Yeah.
So that's tough. That's tough. I ain't gonna lie, not the average person can do that.
It's all good. It's all good. Be yourself. It's okay. I'm damn sure of myself on this podcast. But no, absolutely. You're absolutely right, man. So look. Anything else you want to say before we switch gears? On the topics or any other topics that we just talked about? And want to add anything?
But I think you should bring somebody on the podcast that doesn't work out one of these days. Okay. Just so you can hear from a different perspective. Because I think
I hear it every day. So
no. I know that. That's true.
I'm saying even in my DM, like it be people like talking to me that don't work out, like and explaining their side, their opinion versus. That's what I'm saying. Like, but
you gotta bring them on though to really hear them out, because I mean
that's gonna be crazy.
I know, but like I'm thinking, because I'm like all of this stuff that we're saying, it just sounds so easy for us to say.
Yeah, you're right.
Because we do it, we live it.
So somebody who doesn't work out at all,
don't have a trainer, like what is so hard to grasp?
They might try to fight me in this.
I think that's okay. It's like demons trying to come out.
They might try to fight me.
So people like they don't have that outlet, right? They can't take it out on the waves. They don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
Oftentimes I really just sit, and it's like people that like will tell me, I'm telling you, like they saw me like months ago. Oh my gosh, your body every time, every holiday, every event, boom, 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 but they're still the same. Like, why would you not apply yourself? Like, I'm trying to figure out where that stems from.
Well, with us being former athletes, we're used to getting better. We're used to instruction. I'm used to having some structure. Like when I was in college, like my day was get up, you got to be at breakfast, you got to be practice, you got to be in class. I'm just used to doing stuff. So when I got into real life and I just like had all this time on my hand, I didn't even feel right. Like I made myself do stuff. I made structure for myself. So a lot of people don't get that. So I think that's part of it.
I feel bad for them.
Yeah. Well, that's why we're here, man. And listen, if you one of them people we're talking about, don't focus on the jokes and me saying fat stuff and me. Just don't focus on that. Really focus on the message. What is my message? My message is not I'm going to come up here and make fat jokes and make fun of fat people. I have to add some theatrics to it because one, that's me, and two, motherfuckers gonna get bored. Just watch it. Yeah, guys. So have some discipline. Nobody want to hear that shit. Get out of here with that, man. So look, now we both popping. You know what I'm saying? We both popping, man. We both popping trainers in the DMV.